This is the same day where I took the video with the puppies running around the pen with Rosie, and I have their area straightened back up and put back in place. I have a little bed over in the corner for Izzy when she goes in, because I'm using a crate that's too small for her to nurse the puppies. Typically they'll come out on the little pad and nurse her, and maybe one at a time or two at a time. I have a pee-pee pad right at the door of their crate, so when they walk out of their crate, their feet go to a pad immediately, because their instinct tells them to pee-pee just outside their den, and that catches the pee-pee for now. Of course, I have a water bucket hanging on the kennel over in the corner. Later, well, you'll notice that also under the whole floor of the kennel, I have a Easy Welt mat, which is a waterproof on the back, but fabric, and you can just throw it in the washer and wash it. And I take those out daily, sometimes a couple of times a day, and wash and put a new one down. I like to use the washable pee-pee pads. If you look over on Rosie's side, you can see that I have an out pee-pee pad holder with a washable pad. And because she started in the same setup as these puppies, with time the area got smaller and smaller, and she knows to go to her pee-pee pad to potty. I use this when I'm going to be gone longer than what she can hold it. But obviously I want her trained to go outside. It's not my preference for the puppies to use the bathroom in the house. But sometimes it's just we're not there. And this gives them an area to use the bathroom where they know it's okay. And back to the puppies. Rosie, be quiet. Rosie's wanting to get into play again. But the puppies, after all that being rambunctious, now they have all crawled in their crate, and it's a little dark. You'll see Rapunzel right there at the door, and the little black puppies are all curled back up, and I think there's Swagger way back in the very back. You can see Spooky because of her little white blaze on her face, and they're all snuggled into their crate. This is the beginning of crate training, because being in a crate is a safe place for a puppy. It's their den. I'm a big advocate of crate training, because there are times when they need to be crated. When you're in a motorhome, for example, or riding in your car, or you go to visit someone at night and you don't want them roaming around that person's house, or they go to the vet's office or the groomer where they have to be kenneled for a bit, the biggest favor you can do your puppies is to teach them to lay quietly in a crate. So this is the beginning of that crate training. With time, I'll get them out one at a time, close the door, leave them for a few minutes, let them know that it's a safe place, and that I'll let them back out, and hopefully by the time these puppies go to their new homes, they won't be stressed by being in a crate. The crate should be just big enough for the puppies to stand up, turn around, not touch their head, and lay down, but you don't want a crate too big, because they will have a tendency to potty in the crate. If it's a smaller den, they'll come outside, like I have the mat here. In the corner, I've just got a little pan with some water for them. And right before they were being so rambunctious in that last video, I had given them some puppy food, gruel. I had just ground some in the blender with some hot water and some Canine Puppy Gold, which I like to start the puppies, and they had eaten that. They all pottied. I cleaned their kennel. They've gone into their crate to have a siesta this afternoon. And night-night puppies at Mini Aussies here in Kentucky.